You are not going to believe this one. Donald Trump just dropped a rap video to hype up ICE, yes, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, and the internet is roasting him into oblivion. From the flashy gold branding that looks ripped straight off his private jet, to the ridiculous attempt at looking cool, this is hands down one of the cringiest PR stunts we've ever seen from his camp. But here's the kicker. While Trump is trying to rebrand federal raids with rap music, real families are being torn apart. And the backlash? It's coming from everywhere. Activists, celebrities, even Barack Obama himself is praising the Democrats who are standing up and fighting back. So today, we're breaking it all down. Trump's failed rap rollout, the ICE scandal that's hitting closer to home than ever, and why this stunt might actually backfire in ways he never saw coming. Let's start with what Trump wasn't expecting, his biggest critics gaining momentum. While he's busy pushing rap videos, Democrats in Texas are putting real work into resisting him, and they're getting praise from none other than former President Barack Obama. Obama recently spoke out, applauding these lawmakers for their courage in standing up to Trump's agenda. He pointed out that their actions are inspiring other states, like California, to respond with their own efforts to offset the blatant gerrymandering schemes Republicans are trying to push through. Obama even warned that what we're seeing is highly irregular, a direct attempt to manipulate election maps in Trump's favor. And here's the thing. When someone like Obama steps in and validates this kind of resistance, it matters. It signals that this isn't just about one state or one fight. It's about building a nationwide movement to push back against Trump's attempts to bend democracy to his will. So while Trump thinks he's rapping his way into looking cool, Democrats are actually gaining strength, and they've got the backing of a Nobel Prize winner to prove it. Now let's talk about why resistance to Trump's policies is so critical. Because while he's playing around with flashy videos, real families are suffering under the weight of his immigration agenda. Take the heartbreaking story out of Southern California. An 18-year-old high school student named Benjamin Marcelo Guerrero Cruz was set to start his senior year at Rita Charter High School. Instead, he's sitting in ICE custody, all because federal agents detained him while he was out doing something as ordinary as walking his dog in his neighborhood. Neighbors who witnessed the raid said the scene was devastating. One community member described how Benjamin's mother called her hours later, hysterically crying and afraid even to leave her home. She's a single mom, terrified for her own safety, and now left to face this nightmare alone. In response, residents quickly rallied together. They launched a GoFundMe page to help cover legal fees and family expenses, and in just days it raised over $17,000. That outpouring of support shows just how deeply this community cares, but it also shows the fear and uncertainty millions of immigrant families are living with under Trump's ICE machine. And when Homeland Security was pressed for comment, their statement was cold and dismissive. They labeled Benjamin an illegal alien, claimed he overstayed his visa by 2 years, and said he'll remain in ICE custody pending removal. No recognition that he's a kid, no recognition of his family, no compassion at all. Just another statistic in Trump's campaign of cruelty. And if that story wasn't disturbing enough, here comes the part that honestly feels like satire. While families are being torn apart, Trump and ICE thought it was a good idea to release a rap video. Yes, you heard that right, a rap video. On Thursday, the Department of Homeland Security actually posted a flashy music clip to its official X account. The video shows off a fleet of brand new ICE vehicles, decked out in black and gold paint jobs that look suspiciously like Trump's private jet. As a rap track plays in the background, complete with lyrics about guns, knives, and violence, some of which had to be censored, the camera dramatically pans across the cars. And then comes the most jaw-dropping moment. Trump's name, in gleaming gold letters, plastered right on the side of an ICE vehicle. The clip even ends with a caption proudly declaring, "Iced out." But instead of making ICE look cool or attracting recruits, the video instantly became the internet's new punchline. Critics slammed it as one of the cringiest PR stunts in recent memory, mocking it as a total waste of taxpayer money. Some people said it felt like something ripped straight off a MySpace page from 2009, not the serious branding of a federal law enforcement agency. The backlash only grew as people replayed the clip, pointing out the absurdity of an agency best known for deportations and raids, trying to market itself like a record label. DHS later admitted the whole thing was meant as a recruitment push, but judging by the avalanche of mockery, the only thing ICE recruited was public embarrassment. While Trump was busy embarrassing himself with rap videos and gold-plated propaganda, Barack Obama stepped back into the spotlight with words that instantly shifted the mood. At a private donor event, Obama did something he doesn't often do. He directly praised Democrats who've been standing up to Trump's chaos. He highlighted how governors, mayors, and everyday lawmakers have been stepping into the fight, refusing to let Trump's policies go unchecked. From blocking state-level cooperation with ICE raids to publicly calling out the administration's cruelty, Obama made it clear that resistance is alive and strong. And the reaction in the room? Thunderous applause. For many Democrats, hearing Obama openly commend the pushback felt like a rallying cry. It was a reminder that the fight against Trump isn't just happening on Twitter or in news clips. It's being waged in courtrooms, state houses, and even on the streets where activists refuse to back down. Obama's rare intervention also sent a message to Trump. The more he tries to dominate the spotlight with stunts, the more determined his opponents become. Instead of intimidating his critics, Trump's moves are uniting them. And with Obama stepping in to shine a light on their courage, the movement against Trump just got a major boost of energy. While Obama's words energized Democrats, the reality on the ground shows exactly why resistance is so necessary. Just this week, an 18-year-old high school senior was detained by ICE while doing something as simple as walking his dog. His name is Benjamin Marcelo Guerrero Cruz, a teenager who should have been preparing for his final year at school, not locked away in federal custody. Neighbors immediately rallied to his family's side. Within hours, a GoFundMe raised tens of thousands of dollars for legal help, food, and housing support. Community members described his mother as hysterical, devastated, and terrified to even leave her home. She's a single mom, now forced to face ICE's machinery completely alone. This isn't some isolated case. It's the brutal reality of Trump's immigration agenda. Families torn apart, children traumatized, and communities left living in fear. And while DHS officials coldly justified his detention as overstaying a visa, residents who actually know Benjamin saw a young man full of promise, stripped of his future by a heartless system. But here's the part Trump didn't count on. Communities are fighting back. From fundraising to legal defense, from protests to political organizing, people are refusing to let ICE raids quietly destroy lives. Every act of resistance sends a message. We will not let Trump's cruelty define who belongs in America. And just when you thought Trump's immigration crackdown couldn't get any more absurd, here comes the rap video. Yes, you heard that right. The Department of Homeland Security dropped a flashy new ICE promo set to a rap track, complete with censored lyrics about guns and knives. The video pans across a lineup of shiny, black and gold ICE vehicles, colors that just so happen to mirror Trump's private jet. And in one jaw-dropping shot, his name is literally plastered in gold on the side of an ICE truck, as if immigration enforcement is now part of the Trump brand. The caption splashed across the screen: "Iced out." But instead of boosting ICE's image, the internet lit up with ridicule. Critics slammed it as a cringy PR stunt, a waste of taxpayer money, and a pathetic attempt to make an agency known for raids and deportations look cool. Some said it felt less like a recruitment tool and more like a MySpace-era music video that somehow crawled out of 2009. Rather than inspiring trust or attracting recruits, the clip only highlighted how desperate and out of touch Trump's team really is. Instead of showing strength, it showed insecurity, trying to hide the cruelty of ICE behind flashy edits and a borrowed beat. At the end of the day, Trump's PR stunts always seem to backfire because they focus more on branding than on policy. A gold-plated ICE truck with a rap beat won't change the fact that families are being torn apart, students are being detained, and communities are living in fear. No amount of flashy editing can hide the human cost of these policies. What's even more telling is how the public reacts. Instead of being inspired, people are laughing, mocking, and exposing the hypocrisy. That's the problem with Trump's obsession with looking cool. When your actions are cruel, no filter or music track can cover that up. Democrats, activists, and everyday Americans see right through it. The more Trump leans into spectacle, the more he exposes just how weak, insecure, and out of touch he really is. And that's why resistance is growing stronger every day. So there you have it. Trump's latest stunt proves once again that when he tries to look cool, he just ends up looking desperate. A rap video won't erase the damage of his policies, and no amount of gold paint can cover up the cruelty behind ICE's actions. If you believe in holding Trump accountable, in protecting families, and in standing up against these pathetic PR games, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. The more people know the truth, the harder it becomes for Trump to spin his failures as wins. Thanks for watching, and remember, the best way to resist Trump's propaganda is to stay informed, stay loud, and never back down.